guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today, oh yeah, we're diving back into some more All the Mod 7 to the Sky. So as you can see behind me, I have done a little bit of work kind of coming up with some ideas for this build. This thing is slowly but surely coming together, and I'm trying to do my best to use the materials that we start off with early on. So one being granite is a great material in this pack, and this is actually basalt. Believe it or not, you can actually use basalt in the mason's table. Look at this. This is going to give this some dimension, and I also have stripped logs. These are also going to be stripped on the other side. If I repair this real quick, this is going to also be stripped and is going to give it some depth. Today, however, along with building, because I need to get this sort of copied to all the other sides, we are going to also be working with integrated dynamics and creating ourselves a storage system. Now, don't let integrated dynamics scare you. It is kind of complicated, but I'm going to show you today how simple it can be to set up a storage network. First things first, we're going to need to grow a tree. Yeah, just a regular old tree. If one will ever grow. Come on, there you go. Use the comma on the leaves, and we actually need to sieve these leaves to get into this mod. I don't know if I can sieve it on this. I mean, I guess I can sieve it on this, but I think the best thing to do is to use iron or higher. So I could probably throw it inside here real quick and let that sieve a couple of times. And what we're looking for is we're looking for this mineral sapling, and hopefully this will end up giving it to us. And perfect, right here is the mineral saplings that we're going to need. I'm actually going to toss the rest of these leaves. There's actually a chance we can get a golden apple from this, so I'm just going to leave these in. Yeah, we might be able to get one. But this right here is where it's all going to begin. We have to grow this tree and harvest it. And I'm going to notice that it's going to leave a few of these logs here. These logs that are kind of floating, they drop the crystallized mineral chunks. Now, we are going to be utilizing the logs, but we also get these from the logs as well, and many other saplings, which is great. Now, this is also a food source. Mineral berries are actually a pretty decent food source, as you can eat them quite quickly. So we'll be saving those as well. So what do we do once we get this going? First of all, we are going to need to make a drying basin, and we're going to need a squeezer. Now notice, it does require black dye. I'm pretty sure I can get black dye quite quickly and easily. Actually, we can get every dye. All we need is some bone meal, and we're going to be utilizing a little bit of Botania here. So if we sort of split this in half and get a bunch of white dye, I believe we can take this and we can make some fertilizer from Botania. So right here is the floral fertilizer. We're going to need a crafting table, and we just make it like this. That'll give us 8 of them. And if we place this down, you can see we can get different flowers from Botania. This is actually the sort of starting point from Botania, but I'm going to show you here that we can duplicate these flowers real quick using shears. Perfect. And we've already gotten black, by the way, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. We basically turn this into 2 petals, and we can turn these 2 petals into new flowers with some bone meal. You just place the petal down, take the bone meal, turn it into a double tall, and I think we can use the comma to break it, and we get this tall flower, and that turns it into floor. So we can kind of duplicate this here and rinse, repeat, and that is going to be dye for every color flower that exists here. So great way to get started, especially since Botania's in here. We're not diving into Botania too much today, but that is a way that we can get dyes. You know what? Botania has changed. I was looking for a specific item, but no, you can just straight up craft the petals now without it used to require a pestle and mortar, but you can just do it straight now into dye. Oh, how cool is that? That makes auto crafting so much easier. So there we go. We have everything we need for the basin and a squeezer, and this is going to be 2 helpful things. And then I can also make a pressure plate. I'm going to show you. This is going to be very helpful here in a second. So a squeezer, we can go ahead and place this down. Notice the way the things go in line, and then I'm going to put a drying basin on the back that is connected to that. And then on the front, I'm going to put a pressure plate. And the reason I need this pressure plate is because we're going to be stepping on this thing, and you give it a redstone signal to reset it. So if I place this log in here, and I just jump on here, jump, jump, and jump, we're going to squeeze this, and then the fluid, once we finally squeeze it, goes into here, and that will dry up real quick. And once it's dry, it'll turn into a block of that crystal material. But if we want to reset this, as you can see right here, there is the crystal. If we want to reset this, we just step on the pressure plate, and that's why I like placing a plate here, and then we can start jumping again after placing a log. So I've got to do this several times because I'm going to need quite a bit of this crystal. You know, while I'm over here squeezing some logs, you could, you know, maybe give that subscribe button a good old squeeze. So after all that manual squeezing, I'm kind of, you know, kind of sweaty now. It's kind of, oh man, what a workout. But I can make this easier on myself now. I should be able to make myself a mechanical squeezer and a mechanical drying basin. However, I'm going to need obsidian. Now, obsidian is actually not too bad to make. We're going to need a barrel, I believe. Yeah, a barrel right here, a stone barrel. And it's going to require, I guess, any kind of stone and a stone slab. Go ahead and make that slab. Let's hope that we have enough stone. Actually, I do not have enough stone. This is why you should upgrade your furnaces. All right, I have enough stone now. So let's go ahead and throw this in and we'll have ourselves a stone barrel. This is actually really simple to make obsidian, especially if you already have like a little bit of lava over here. So I'm going to place a stone barrel down, grab lava, place it in here, and then we need water on top of this. There we go. And as you can see, now we have obsidian. So I just have to place a bucket inside there, just like that, and I have the 3 obsidian I need for this. So here we go. This is going to make life so much easier. We have the mechanical drying basin and squeezer now, and we just need to hook this in with some electrical cables. This is why I need an inventory system, because going through chests over and over again is going to get incredibly tedious. Actually, we could probably place this like right on top of one another, a drying basin and then a squeezer, because I believe the squeezer will go ahead and send the fluid down into here, or at least it should. Auto eject fluids, true. And you can see the fluid went down in here, and look at that. Look how quick this is now. This can do more than just this though. There's actually some automation that we can probably do later on that is going to really help us out, and that's going to include the drying basin. So remember how I said integrated dynamics can be a little bit confusing and maybe a little bit intimidating to get into? Well, that's because it doesn't look super friendly when you just look at the mod straight forward. There's a lot to it. You see there's all these cables and all kinds of weird stuff, and it talks about information and reading variables and things like that. Well, today we're not going to really have to worry about too much of that. However, I do want to talk about inputs and outputs. So let me kind of show this to you. So I went ahead and made this storage terminal. This is how we're going to access our storage network. Consider it like a crafting grid from like Refined Storage. So if you're familiar with that mod, you should be able to understand this. What we're going to do is I'm going to hook these interfaces to the chests that I want to show up in my network. This is literally how simple this is. And all you have to do is hook the cables up to them. And then we'll place the storage terminal on a cable that is connected to our cables. And right here is our storage, or at least it should be. If we toss items in, we should be able to see, if we click our storage here, we can now see there is an item in this chest. And if we put a torch in this chest, we'll be able to see that there is an item now in this chest, just like that. And same goes for this. You can actually go ahead and start storing items, and you're going to notice it's going to fill one chest up first, and then it's going to start filling another one. And yes, you can craft out of here. So I can say, hey, I want this. I can even do it out of JEI, and I can request crafts, and there's all kinds of sorting information here. This is a fantastic starter way to get a network going for your chests. And well, I think we should use other chests, not just regular chests. I think we should use some modded chests. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some fancy chests. So we can go ahead and make copper chests first. Let's make 8 of these, since we have like literally unlimited resources, it feels like. And 8 of these. Now we're gonna need gold. We can make these into golden chests. We're gonna have storage for days. Golden chests, and then why not? We have plenty of diamonds, so let's make diamond chests. Yeah, why not? I think this is a great sort of starting point. And now the cool thing is we can have these chests setting out here, I think. Yeah, we'll have a chest like here, here, here. Boy, these are bright. Oh my gosh, that's a bright texture. We can have a chest here, here, and one there. And we can literally have our storage cable, our storage network terminal connected right here. And then have all of these on the back just connected to the item interfaces. And how big are these chests? Oh wow, they're a lot smaller than I thought they were gonna be. But I mean, still, this is a good start, I think. And just like this, we have a logistics network for logic. Look at that. It is connected up. And yeah, we have all of our storage here, and we can start throwing all of our stuff in here. And this should be plenty of storage for a while. 36,000 items worth of storage. Oh boy, I have another visitor. This guy is offering some interesting things. Oh, these are apotheosis picks. I believe this is a feature of apotheosis. That's actually kind of a nice pick, but not really something I'm worried about right now. What I am worried about is this lava setup. So at the moment it is generating lava. However, it's not generating it very fast. I can increase this by quite a bit by using a superheating element from mechanism. Now, the mechanism superheating element is actually not that bad. We'll see, superheating element, this right here. It just requires some copper, a couple pieces of redstone, and 4 pieces of steel, and 1 osmium, and a little bit of glass. This thing does 60 times the superheating. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this with that. And then we're going to get into a little bit more advanced. Yeah, we're going to definitely dive into some more advanced features of the tunnels here. So the integrated tunnels. Yeah, bear with me. So here's where things get a little bit more complicated. I'm going to be generating some obsidian. So my goal is to have the, of course, the new heat source underneath here, which actually I should be able to make. Let's see, superheating. We can go ahead and make this now, I think. So there's that part. And then, so I'm just missing 2 pieces of redstone. I'll get that here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and set this up. So I have fluid interfaces and I have item interfaces. So the item interfaces are how we're going to pull into this drawer, and the fluid interfaces are how we're going to get the lava into this stone barrel. Now the stone barrel also needs water on top of it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that once I get this set up. It should hopefully stay in there and not flow into the next side. We're going to see how that works. But the fluid interface, because I'm using an exporter, and you can see right here, exports fluid from the network. I need to make this crucible the network, and to do that, I place the fluid interface on top of it just like that. And then we have the exporter, which is going to go right here, exporting from said network. That's kind of the best way to view this. And then we just hook the cables up like this. And then we need variable cards. These are super simple to make. They just need to tell this what to do. This interface is kind of confusing. If you know any sort of like coding language, this might look kind of familiar. But we need to say export fluids. And you can see right here, these are listing types. So you have a boolean, an integer, a fluid, a list, an operator, MBT. Now a boolean is basically saying, is it true or false? And if we put this in here, we're going to say, hey, this is true. Then we need to export all fluids on true by putting this variable card in here. So as you can see, we now have that in there. Now I want to place water on this, so I can right click this with water, and that, as you can see, can be waterlogged, making this nice and compact. And we have the stone barrel there. Now it is obsidian. So let's pop down here and talk about the same thing, except for with items. I have an exporter, and the reason I'm not using the other way around is because the other setup requires instead of a regular piston, it requires a sticky piston, and I currently don't have slime. So with this down here, I need to, again, do the same thing. We have an exporter, which means we need to create a network, and we need to make the barrel the network. So the barrel's the network. And then right here, you can do this in one block space, which is really nice. this is the exporter, which is going to export from said network and go into this drawer. And then all we need is one cable, bam, like that. And then yet again, we need to export all items. It is a Boolean, which means true or false. And then bam, we set it to true. And as you can see, this is now automated and generating obsidian for us. I know, pretty neat, right? Now this same principle also applies for the energy transfer with the cables. There's also an integration pipe for that. So integrated tunnels pipe for that. And as you can see right here, we have an energy pipe. We have, let's see, yeah, I believe it's just the 3. Energy, item, and then fluid. So pretty straightforward. And I hope that that kind of explained how the piping system works for this mod. So to speed things up, you're probably going to see how fast this is going to go. Superheating element, like I said, very cheap to make. 60 times. Yeah, on here. Bam. Throw that there. The only thing that's going to be a problem, I believe, is if this actually works. It should work. So long as we have enough cobblestone in here. Yeah, it's just the problem is just there's just not enough cobblestone, I think. Because it does say the heat source 60. So yeah, this just can't keep up. I wonder if there's speed export upgrades. Man, guys, this build is slowly coming together, as you can see behind me. It's looking pretty darn good. But I have all this obsidian that I've been working towards getting. And I think we should probably step into the Nether. Now, the Nether is going to be a temporary portal. This portal is not going to be here forever. And it does tell us right here, this is how we're going to get blaze rods. And blaze rods, believe it or not, unlocks something special called Project E. That's right, Project E is actually in this pack. However, it's done in a very interesting way where it doesn't unlock everything. You only get select things, but it will help us get ender pearls without actually needing to kill endermen. Even though we could probably kill them in this portal. So let's go ahead and grab our obsidian. And we need flint and steel, right? And we're just going to open up a portal. Like, it's straight up that simple. Portal. Let's go ahead and generate this thing. Now, these portals right here, I'm going to probably use RF tools or some other dimension mod for that. But yeah, we can actually make ourselves just a regular square portal. Perfect square. Let's see if I was accurate on this perfect square here. It's a little bit taller. It actually kind of looks better. But this right there, that opens us up. Now, I don't want to step in here without wearing some armor. So let's make ourselves some gear. So I'll just, you know, casually craft up some diamond armor. Looking very flashy. Actually, I wonder, is there emerald armor? Probably not. I never know. Emerald? Is there emerald gear? Nope, no emerald gear. So I'm actually good with just going with straight diamond. Now, one quick thing that I have to do before we go is I need to tip my my pickaxe with diamond. This is going to give it some nice durability, but not only that, it is going to make it so I can mine at diamond tier, which means like I should be able to mine obsidian and things of that level. All right, so we're just about there. I think I have all the tools I need. I have a shield on me. We should be good going in here and hopefully getting ourselves some blaze. Oh boy, this could be incredibly dangerous as well. Oh, yeah, and it's also a void. I was actually thinking this was not going to be a void. What was wrong with me? There is a fortress over here, which is actually kind of nice. Problem is, it's also incredibly dangerous to get there. Okay, so I actually need to rethink this. I don't think I'm 100% ready for the Nether. Plus, I don't think it's going to offer me anything right now. I was actually looking at the Philosopher's Stone, and one of the things I really needed was ender pearls, right? Well, the stone is actually craftable at our current stage. We can actually make the Philosopher's Stone, and this is perfect because I need ender pearls for a lot of stuff that I want to do moving forward. And thankfully, we can actually use this in a crafting table with the Philosopher's Stone, and we can make ender pearls straight out of thin air. Oh, so nice. Of course, it does consume 4 iron ingots to do this, but the fact that we have the Philosopher's Stone is so fantastic. We can also use a Philosopher's Stone to actually change, we can use it to change mobs and all kinds of other stuff, change blocks and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. It's also inside of the quest book. So let's see, we got the Nether here. Oh, did we get some free quartz? I think we just got some free quartz. Look, the funny thing is there's no quartz. I was thinking there was going to be quartz. We got a phantom charm. Phantoms can't see with this. Ooh, that's cool. But yeah, we have now ender pearls. Oh, we actually got 8 nether quartz from that. Normally they get nether quartz, we were going to have to create a system for sieving, which is probably what we're going to work on next episode for sure. Now, one of the major reasons why I need quartz, and the reason why I wanted to go to the Nether in the first place, was to prep for this. If we take a look at functional storage, we can actually make a storage controller as soon as we have enough quartz. Now, still, at the moment, we don't have enough quartz. We only got 8, which is enough to make the 2 blocks, but we will be able to have enough once we start sieving the materials and getting this. And the storage controller is going to make the sorting system for this moving forward. When we start to expand our sieves, it's really going to open this up and give us a lot more flexibility, because we'll have all of those drawers that will be filled up with all the materials that this generates, preventing it from getting clogged up like it does right now. I tell you what, guys, this pack just has me backflipping for joy. Oh goodness. I hope you guys are enjoying this pack as much as I am. I have so many plans coming soon, so be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you guys can stay up to date when I publish new videos just like this one. And of course, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to be a fantastic thank you going to Maiden Oz. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. And guys, if you're interested in joining the Discord and becoming a member yourself, all you gotta do is go to discord.gg/Chosenarchitect, and you can support me over there if you do feel so inclined. It is a great way to support this channel, other than clicking that subscribe button. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.